Listen. All right, we styling. Got the dreads going. Oh my God, I'm working on a Sunday, man, with a bad Achilles. Bro, pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me. So I'm going to work. I'm doing things. Put out the getting numbers. And one thing I'm starting to discover, man, and like I'm especially figuring this out, like with my girl as we're like going through life and stuff. It is so hard to like get your rhythm back. Like when you first introduce a girl to your life, like this is where most guys always falter. This is where it always goes bad for most dudes. You live in life, you're moving, you're grooving, you're fighting, you're battling, you're doing everything you're supposed to do, and then you meet a girl, she finds you at your peak, like prime. You're primed out, like you're in the best shape of your life. You're training every day. You're reading. You're writing. You're a magnificent version of yourself, just off the wall. And she comes in, and she just wrecks your feng shui. She wrecks it. She wrecks it off. You lose your mojo. Patrice talked about this. You lose your aura. You lose your mojo a little bit when you get your girl. And it's not a bad thing. It's just what happens when your mojo is out. When you're losing your mojo. When you can't move like you used to. Don't force it. Like Patrice said, he's like, look, when you're feeling down and you're not like the guy that you always were, don't force the mojo back. Don't force it. You gotta just do the little simple things, baby steps. You gotta try to just get yourself back with baby steps. And that's what I'm learning right now. Is that like when my girl, it's a net positive. Don't get me wrong, it's a net positive on the grand scheme of life because I want to have a partner in life. I gotta have a mom for my kids. I gotta have a wife. You need somebody to work life out with. You need a woman in your life. I'm not gonna say need, but actually you might need. To be honest with you, might need a woman in your life as a man, because you'll self destruct. That's what will happen inevitably. You will find yourself in a self destructive mode out of boredom and just looking for excitement. And what you realize with your girl always gives you excitement. She's always exciting because she's always just making your life a little bit more messier. Not in a bad way, like she helps out in a lot of ways, but she's adding new problems to your life that you didn't otherwise have because you gotta care for this other human being. But this other human being is not you, and they don't take accountability for most of the things that go through life. So you kind of deal with some things. But anyway, it's a net positive in the grand scheme because you become a better man. Because when you got somebody you have to kind of look out for and then teach and then grow, it's important because she's going to be basically the reflection of your kids. So like whatever your girl is, that's what your kids are going to turn out to be like. Because she has to raise the kids. She's the first teacher of the children. But for you, it fucks your feng shui up. Like, because when you moving as a single guy by yourself is much different than moving with a girl. Because when you move with a lady, when you're moving with somebody on your team, and the same thing changes when you move with your kids, when you start adding kids, and you start adding grandkids, you start adding there's more that you start adding, especially like in business and everything. When you start adding more people to your business, you can't move the same as you did when you were a single dude or when you're a single sole proprietor. You're not going to move as fast. You have to think about your choices. You got to think about the long-term ramification of your choices because somebody else is involved. They look at you as the leader. So you can't just be out there doing it as you want to please. You can't. And if you do, you're going to ruin the relationship. And that's why the term of today's thing is like you go further together, but you go faster alone. And as a man, you think because you're going fast by yourself, you think you're making all this progress. You think you're doing well. But what you're going to find out is you're going to kind of hit a dead stop because there's only so much energy one single man can output. No matter how much you train, because even if you're training, you got to train more to get more out of life. And that more time that you're training, you're adding on more like fatigue and more training time. So you start to hit plateaus. You got to add other people because there's only so much you can do. There's so much reading, writing, dancing, working out, training, business deals, shaking hands. There's only so much you can do. And then you start to burn out. You'll burn out, you hit fatigue. You have to add people. And that's what your relationship will teach you is that you're better together than you are by yourself. You really are. But it's going to take a minute to learn how to use your legs and get used to the relationship legs. Like you got to think about it. Like you're jumping in a hacky sack with each other. Like you're doing like a two-person hacky sack race. And like if you just try to go at your own pace as you're trying to do a hacky sack by yourself, you're going to trip and fall every single time with you and your girl. Let's see, what my man said, reconnecting. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm doing business on a Sunday. Lord help me. That's why the Lord's about to strike me down by my Achilles. My Achilles is so fucking sore. I'm like, this is incredible. Like, and here's what I realized. This is where it goes further. I don't care what your body looks like when you're single as a man. I don't care. I don't care if you got a six pack, you got the abs, you got the calves, you got the 25-inch bicep. It don't make no difference to me. When you look good by yourself single as a man, it doesn't count. I count your physique once you get in a relationship. What does your body look like once you're in a relationship? That's when the true testament of a man is. Like, that's what I'm going through. I put on about 10 to 15 pounds and over the last like month or so since my girl's been around kicking it with me. And right now I'm going through the apex weight loss struggle. Now, luckily for me, I caught it early. Because I know my body. I train every day, and I know when I start getting out of flabby. I can feel it. You don't have to tell me my weight. I can feel myself on the I can feel myself. Like, and I started realizing about 6 or 7 pounds. I was like, damn, I'm putting the pounds on. So I went out and checked the scale, 205. I said, God damn, I've been at 205 since my playing days. See, normally I walk around about 192, 194, 195-ish, and I'm keeping up running every day. I'm moving, I'm grooving, I'm just moving. But when I saw that 205, I said, fuck, I put on fucking 12, 15 pounds already? And I said, okay, this gotta stop. So I went on the hunger strike. Coffee in the morning, stop eating, run in the morning. But now I'm facing a little bit of a crisis. My Achilles. My Achilles is sore as hell. Sore as shit. So I'm running around with a busted Achilles, feeling like an old man, still out here working and shit. And I realized this is my next level of like discipline. How do you discipline yourself when you got a woman in your life? It says a lot about you. Because it's so easy to give into the temptation of just laying down in bed, holding her, snuggling, watching movies and shit, eating terrible food, going on dates, wasting money and shit. It's very easy to do that. Very easy to fall prey to that. I was falling prey to it. Now that I've realized, okay, I catch myself, and this is where most guys fuck up, because most guys don't catch themselves before it gets bad. See, I'm only about 10 pounds, 15 pounds. I can lose that in about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. Probably less than that. Really about a week and a half. If I start running, just don't eat, I'll cut it off. Most guys wait until they're fucking 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight before then they say, oh man, this is bad. I gotta lose this. Then it's too late for you, brother. It's too late, because you're not gonna have the discipline to cut the 20, 30 pounds off. You're not. So you're just gonna say, fuck it, give it up, and just call it a day. And that's how most people are going through with life, like with their business, with their careers. They get to a point where they get too comfortable within a routine, and they say, fuck it, I'm done, I'm nuking it. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. I'm just going to let it fall. I'm just going to fall into my death spiral slowly. I'm going to kill myself slowly through relationship. That's what a lot of guys are doing. Suicide by relationship. It's a long, long, tedious death. But you can't let that happen. You got to realize you got to use that power to your advantage. When you realize you got a girl that loves you, use that to your advantage by forcing yourself to be disciplined. In the face of temptation, force yourself to be disciplined. Be disciplined. Don't let her overfeed you. Cut your own calories down. Lead by example. Do your own read. Do your own write. Wake up a little bit earlier. Get in training. Because I'm looking at it like this. Like, I can't make excuses for myself, because then when I have kids, it's going to be 10 times harder. Right now, it's easy. Like this is what I'm saying. I try to say. Like if you're out of shape as a single dude, you are fucked. Like, if you are out, like, listen, if you are out of shape, no six pack, no muscles, don't have any skills or nothing, and you don't have a girl in your life, you are so fucked when you get a woman in your life. You're beyond fucked. You have no chance. No chance. Because I look at it like, bro, if you can't keep yourself together with no outside forces fucking with you, how are you going to keep yourself together when the shit really gets real? When you have a woman that's thinking about it, or you have to take care of it. And like, I'm relearning how to strategize and think, because I can't just think for me no more. I have to think for her too. I gotta give her things to do besides just cooking and cleaning. I can't just be cooking. I gotta help advance her and get her forward in life. Because if not, she's gonna start doing it for herself, and then we're all in trouble. We're all deep shit. So as I'm growing, as I'm applying myself, and I'm starting to build The relationship is forcing me to become a better person because I have to rethink and re-strategize and learn how to use our relationship to my advantage. Learn how to get further, because now that I have more manpower, I don't have to be as fast. I don't have to do everything right away. I have somebody else that can be a part of my team to help me out. And if I got that advantage to me, I have to utilize it. I can't be thinking like a single man just trying to go fast, get it done. No. Slow it down, baby steps. And that's what I'm realizing now, how to work my baby steps again. How to go slow, how to just move, how to be a little bit better at picking spots, because I can have her doing the tedious small things while I take on the bigger things, while I figure out the true leverage movers. The true leverage movers is what's going to get us ahead in life. I don't need to worry about basic dumb shit like accounting, because I can send her to good accounting. I don't have to worry about scheduling or logistics, because I can have her do the schedule logistics. There's certain things I just don't have to worry about anymore because I have her on my team. So if she's on my team, I gotta help her help me. Because the better I do, the more I elevate, the higher she elevates with me. It's like we're riding the car together. Wherever I take the car is where we're both going. She's in the passenger seat, I'm driving. So if I want to go to Malibu, go to the hills, I gotta take her with me. So I gotta be like, hey baby, this is how you read a map. Hey baby, this is where the food stops are at. I gotta give her things to help me navigate better, so I can drive without thinking as much about everything. Because now I don't have to worry about making time. I gotta worry about, okay, can we get there together in one piece? And that's more important than me being by myself. But yeah, man, that's what the whole lesson of the game is. You can go further when you work together. Working together is how you get ahead in life. And if you're not working together with your girl, you're not going anywhere in life. You're going to be stuck in the same fucking loop over and over and over again. You don't want to be stuck in the same loop. That loop is dangerous, because that loop creates fucking future problems for yourself. So as long as you're progressing together, as long as we're elevating together, we're educating and growing, we're going to get somewhere. But it starts with you. It starts with making sure that you are you create that discipline within yourself. You got to create that bubble of discipline. Like, and it sounds crazy, but you have to learn how to isolate yourself amongst the people. Like, one thing I got to realize is how to isolate myself with my girl. Because I can't, I have to be able to, like, focus in on me, so I can be able to focus in on us. If I know where I'm going, I know where to take her and what to do and how to get her involved. But if I'm always in like this conjuncture where I'm not like working on myself, it gets all messed up because she doesn't know who to follow. So that's really the goal, is figuring out how to get back to retaining myself better, how to train myself, how to get back to being me within a relationship. Because you guys still keep yourself within a relationship, but it's difficult. It's very difficult. Trust me on that one. Very difficult. I appreciate you guys for listening. And best of luck to you guys in the struggle of the relationship. It's hard.